The city's being torn apart. I don't know if I'm strong enough to save it.
Do I have what it takes to protect the people I love? You never gave up.
Never back down.
Neither will I. This is my power.
My responsibility. I am Spider-Man.
Hey gamers, welcome back, and today we're talking about Marvel's Spider-Man 2. So, in Marvel's Spider-Man 2, a PS5 exclusive, Peter Parker and Miles Morales enter a new chapter in their lives as they protect Marvel's New York. Their relationship is tested as the formidable symbiote threatens the city and their loved ones. Peter starts his first day as a teacher at Miles' school, but an attack by Flint Marko leads to their heroic intervention. This results in Peter getting fired, and he resides in his late Aunt May's house in Queens. Meanwhile, Harry Osborn miraculously reappears and offers Peter a job at the Emily May Foundation. A thrilling encounter with Carvin the Hunter during a prison transfer operation sets the stage for intense confrontations. Peter and Miles team up to protect and assist various superpowered individuals, leading to surprising revelations about Harry Osborn and his symbiote. Interesting. Harry's powers rapidly develop, and he joins Peter in a quest to save the city from the menace of Carvin and other villains. As the story unfolds, the symbiotes influence Peter's new black suit, and the desperate measures taken by Harry result in an action-packed narrative filled with twists and turns. The conflict escalates, leading to a symbiote invasion and a final showdown with Venom. The aftermath brings changes to various characters' lives, and the game sets the stage for future developments and encounters. Marvel Spider-Man 2 offers a captivating narrative filled with character growth, emotional depth, and unexpected alliances. The game explores the dual lives of the heroes and challenges they face in defending the city they love. The game is enriched by its impressive roster of villains, each bringing unique abilities and captivating backstories to the forefront. Players can expect thrilling battles and memorable encounters as they dive into this action-adventure masterpiece. Now, let's dive into the gameplay. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 presents an expanded and immersive open-world experience within New York City. This time, however, players can explore not only the familiar territory of outer Manhattan, but also venture into new boroughs like Queens, Brooklyn, and the iconic Coney Island. In this action-adventure single-player video game, you will have the opportunity to step into the shoes of both Peter Parker and Miles Morales, each with their unique set of abilities. Peter Parker boasts a range of suit powers that significantly enhance his combat skills, allowing him to take on multiple adversaries simultaneously. On the other hand, Miles Morales brings his own unique capabilities to the table, including camouflage, invisibility, and the powerful Venom Blast. The game continues to utilize the bar-based focus system familiar to fans of the series. Yeah, so if you had played the first two games that released before, Marvel Spider-Man and Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, then you should be familiar with that system. Moving on. This system integrates Miles' bioelectric venom power previously seen in his spin-off game with Peter's L1 based power gauge system. So yeah, as I mentioned before, if you guys played Miles Morales, then you definitely have an idea what we're talking about. So this enhances the gameplay dynamics and combat strategies for both characters. So you can definitely get creative with it. As you traverse the open world of New York City, you'll have the freedom to seamlessly switch between Peter and Miles during free roam. They each have dedicated missions with the main storyline and side content that leverages their individual traits and abilities. This allows for a diverse and engaging gameplay experience. The combat system builds upon the foundations of its predecessors, enabling both Spider-Men to parry physical attacks, especially against foes resistant to dodging. The introduction of web swings on their suits allows for exhilarating gliding across the city, with speed and distance enhanced when capitalizing on environmental features like wind tunnels. So yeah, wind tunnels has been the new addition to this game. I'll definitely show you guys some gameplay so you can see what it looks like. Now, enhancements to the gadget wheel provide additional modifications for web shooters, allowing players to employ creative strategies such as casting web lines across pillars for stealth sequences or using the web grabber to isolate multiple enemies for efficient stealth takedowns. Starting to sound like Batman. Peter Parker's gameplay takes on intriguing twists when bonded to the Venom symbiote, granting him new abilities and tendrils for combat. Both Spider-Man possesses individual skill trees with unlockable abilities that expand as they gain experience points. And there's also a third skill tree dedicated to shared abilities between the two, offering a more diversified and empowering gaming experience. Now, let's jump into graphics and performance. Marvel Spider-Man 2 on the PS5 introduces two distinct visual modes, Fidelity and Performance. Now, Fidelity mode, the default setting, prioritizes image quality and resolution, aiming for a steady 30 frames per second. On the other hand, Performance mode focuses on achieving a smoother 60 frames per second, albeit with trade-offs in resolution and other areas, which is likely to be expected. So both modes employ dynamic resolution scaling, adapting the pixel count to maintain the targeted frame rate, while neither mode maintains a flawless locked frame rate. Any minor hitches sporadic and don't significantly impact the overall experience. In Fidelity mode, the resolution ranges from 4K down to 144p using Insomniac's temporal injection technique for anti-aliasing to scale up to 4K. Performance mode, in contrast, tops out at 144p with the average resolution varying between 180p and 144p. Notably, both modes feature ray trace lighting, including reflections on water surfaces and within window interiors. Very detailed. In performance mode, ray tracing is somewhat simplified in specific instances, but this approach ensures a consistent and visually stunning experience, complemented by enhanced environmental detail compared to previous Spider-Man titles. For gamers with a PS5 connected to a 120Hz panel, Spider-Man 2 also supports a 120 refresh rate option. Enabling this setting in fidelity mode raises the frame rate target to 40 frames per second. So if you're gonna play in fidelity mode, then if you have a 120Hz screen, then you could just up your frames to 40. Not much of a difference, but I'm sure it's noticeable. And it will provide a smoother and more responsive gameplay. It strikes a balance between performance and fidelity modes, maintaining image quality and clarity. The only drawback is that at 40 frames per second, the resolution may dip, ranging between 129.6p and 4K. A third option, variable refresh rate, so VRR, further enriches the visual experience in both graphics mode. It offers two subsettings: smooth, which maintains the frame rate cap and maximizes drops below the target 30 or 60 frames per second, and uncapped, which unlocks the frame rate for the most responsive experience. In the latter mode, fidelity mode can run from 40 to 60 frames per second, while performance mode achieves 60 to 90 frames per second. Throughout extensive gameplay, resolution drops are barely noticeable, enhancing the overall visual quality. And to me, that's very impressive. And for everyone that has been following the titles, we know that the graphics was always one of the biggest points of the game. Alright, now let's dive into music and sounds. So everyone knows that swinging through the streets of New York with a kick-ass soundtrack in the backdrop, that's what Spider-Man games were made for, right? Well, now that Marvel Spider-Man 2 is available worldwide, so is the full list of songs from the soundtrack. Any fan of the web slinger will be well aware of the importance of the music. If it's not the original theme song from the cartoon, it's Danny Elfman's epic orchestral score from the first motion picture, or even the choice of licensed music like What's Up Danger in Spider-Verse. This music elevates a good experience into something great, and we expect no less from Spider-Man 2 and its own soundtracks. Now, if you guys want to check out the soundtracks, I'll definitely leave a link below so you guys can have a listen. Now, to the big question, is the game worth it? Amidst the era of seemingly never-ending live service titles and expansive open-world games, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 has drawn criticism from some fans for its relatively concise 20-hour story, while additional side content significantly extends the playtime. It may appear shorter in comparison to epic adventures like Baldur's Gate 3. However, director Brian Intihar recognizes the need for Marvel's Spider-Man 2 to provide value for money and emphasizes that quality prevails over quantity. According to him, the focus is on delivering an unforgettable experience that justifies the investment. Despite the raise in the next-gen game prices, reaching a retail price of 69.99 euros, I firmly believe that Marvel's Spider-Man 2 offers a compelling and worthwhile gaming experience. While it may not provide the hundreds of hours found in some of its peers, its unwavering commitment to quality sets it apart from the crowd of open-world titles. Additionally, the promise of new game and upcoming content updates ensures that players will continue to find value in this exceptional superhero adventure. Now, a lot of people may ask, or a lot of people have been asking, will the game be, or is it multiplayer / co-op? Well, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 does not include co-op or multiplayer features, unfortunately. As confirmed by the developers, the game is designed solely as a single-player adventure, maintaining the tradition of its predecessors. Makes sense, to be honest. While it promises an expansive gaming experience with a map size almost double that of previous titles, offering players more of New York City to explore and even the opportunity to visit Coney Island, the focus remains on a solo gaming experience. Although Insomniac Games has unveiled some of the achievements and trophies that players can strive for, co-op or multiplayer modes are not a part of the gameplay. This decision aligns with the series' emphasis on delivering an engaging narrative and immersive single-player gameplay, ensuring that players can fully immerse themselves in the Spider-Man universe without the distraction of cooperative play or online multiplayer interactions. Now, to sum all this up, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is a masterclass in superhero gaming, offering an outstanding experience for fans and gamers alike. The engaging narrative, exhilarating gameplay, breathtaking graphics, and a mesmerizing soundtrack combine to deliver a truly immersive adventure. The attention to detail in this game world and character animations is super impressive, and the choice between fidelity and performance modes allows players to tailor their experience to their preferences, which is very important. Maybe a small thing, but it means a lot to us gamers. Insomniac Games has once again raised the bar for superhero games, setting a new standard of quality. Marvel Spider-Man 2 is undoubtedly worth the investment, providing a satisfying and memorable journey through the streets of New York as the beloved Spider-Man. So, guys, if you are definitely considering getting this game, I definitely advise it. You know, I've had lots of fun, so I think you guys will too. And if you guys are fans of Spider-Man, then it's definitely a no-brainer. But for this is the time of the video where take the time to subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, comment your thoughts and opinions below, and also comment which game you would want to see me review. Alright, see you guys next time.